We all like free money, and we talked a little bit about the 49ers. I like the 49ers to win the game and Brock Purdy to have over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Both look very likely when we combine the two. You get a plus 130. Bet 130. Let's just take it. Let's just take the 130 and make some easy money. Moving on to the next one. Marcus, what is your best bet of Thursday night games?
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from the sides because I do think the Rams are hot. Not going to want to pick against them, but I will stick with what maybe is probably going to be on the game script you went with Puka Nacua getting 5+ receiving yards each quarter at plus 155. He has done this in 4 of his last 5 games and done it pretty easily. Basically, he just needs a catch a quarter. You look at the catch a quarter prop, and it's plus 105 or maybe minus 105, but right around 50-50 to have a catch every quarter. And it's getting plus 155 to have 5 yards every quarter. So for me, this game script probably is going to say shootout. I would be surprised if the Rams blew out the Niners. But again, I'm going to stay away from the sides and just stick with this bet that I really like here, especially when he just seems to be getting 1,000 targets every week. I really like this.
Yeah, Marcus, I'm surprised that's a bet. Like 5 yards a quarter, it seems very doable.
I like it too.
Yeah, it's
I'm going to make.
I get the right. So to find this bet on FanDuel, you go to game specials and then you scroll down just a little bit and you'll see like passing or touchdowns, rushing, receiving, and it's under the receiving option. Line might be moving. I'd get it in before it's too late. I guarantee you that won't be as juiced up this time tomorrow. Just feels very likely, unless there's an injury or the Rams blow out the Niners, that this is going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, he'd have to like not play the fourth quarter. And I'm just interested in like how often a star receiver, not necessarily Puka, but anybody similar, like Amon-Ra St. Brown or somebody.
So
high receiving yards. I don't expect you.
I'll give you an example. No, I'll give you an example because I looked at it for Jamar Chase against Dallas. His line was plus 120 to do the same thing, and even that was plus money. I don't see any reason why Puka would be so much higher than Jamar Chase. It's just something I think the FanDuel algorithm kind of misses. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be adding it to my parlays, but I do like the bet.
I don't think this type of bet is eligible for parlays. Just to throw that out there.
Because I'm like, all you need is a one bad rushing quarter to throw up the whole thing. But
yeah, if you have like the Niners eating up like a 10-minute drive or something like that, and a quick 3 and out for the Rams, stuff like that probably happens more than we give credit to. But plus 155 sounds like a good deal to me.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach,
so moving on, to I'll keep talking. My best bet is going back to Deebo Samuel, going to appear just simply for a measly 25 rushing yards. So not necessarily saying he's going to have a great game here, but he's plus 185 on DraftKings to get 25 or more rushing yards. Last week, as we discussed, he had 5 carries. That was even with Guerrero playing. So it's slightly dependent on when Matt Guerrero plays. It sounds like Guerrero probably will, but even with that, I think this bet's still okay. Even better if he doesn't. If he gets 5 carries, that's 5 yards per carry. Typically in Deebo Samuel's career, he's averaging, 5 or 6 yards per carry each season. So you need 36% chance for this to happen to make it a plus expected value bet. I think it's closer to 50-50. So to me, this is a good bet.
Here is 5 from last week, in case you're curious. So Zach, we had the 5 rushes here.
Well, they weren't good last week. No, I'm more interested in the opportunity.
Sure. Yeah, I like that, Zach.
He only needs 1 to get 25 yards. He only needs 1 rush to get 25 yards.
It could be 1, yeah. But I'd feel better about 5.
I don't think Deebo's yards per carry is all that hot this season, though.
Yeah, but you get 1 rush.
It might be because it might be because they're maybe in previous in his career he's not taking runs like out of the running back position, but
Well, I think, Zach, for you to be right, though, you just need to pray that he's not taking these runs out of the shotgun. He had 5 runs last week, and 2 of them were not out of the shotgun. The 3 that were out of the shotgun, 2 yards, -1, -4. And then the 2 that were not in shotgun were 8 yards apiece.
When we say in shotgun, we're saying like he's just lining up as a running back and taking a handoff, or like they're doing a reverse type of handoff out of shotgun.
Let's just
under center. Under,
I believe he's actually
lining
up
center, or the quarterback's in shotgun. The quarterback's in shotgun.
Yeah, no.
Here's
I think
one
it's
of them.
yeah.
He's in shotgun. He's going to be this guy up here on the top.
Yeah, I agree. That is not how you use Deebo, in my opinion.
And then here's another one. Well, there's just 5 of them. Let's just take a look. Here he is again. Okay, same thing.
Yeah, that's silly. That's the worst way to run the ball, in my opinion.
Look at us finding out. Look, here we go again.
Yeah, sure, but
let's see the fourth one.
This one is up at top, I think.
Let's see the fourth one.
Yep, this is the one that's not out of the shotgun. Oh, this is shotgun.
This is fine. Yeah,
let me see the fourth one, Jason.
Okay, sorry, can't.
How about the fifth one?
At 5 yards per carry, though, with 5 carries, you only need 5 yards per carry. You can get that out of the shotgun, even if it's not the best way to run it.
On this
no, I like the bet. I just wish they would do it better.
On the season, Deebo has 32 carries for 92 yards, so he's getting less than 3 per carry. Now, the matchup, I do think I like everybody on San Francisco. I think that this is going to be a high-scoring game. There's going to be a lot of ball movement. Offense, I think it's going to be higher in all regards, and that includes yards per carry for Deebo.
All right, Marty. Moving on to we're already on you, so you might as well just hit us up.
Yeah. So mine's Brock Purdy. So I was talking like this game has a high over/under. It's the second highest of any this entire week, and we don't know who's their running back's going to be. I think they're going to be relying on the arm of Brock Purdy a lot, and I'm betting on 3 touchdowns for Brock Purdy. Like, do I think it's going to happen? Yes or no? No, but you're getting plus 320 for that bet.
Yeah. I think that's a good bet, especially with you don't know the running back situation. So if Garindo's out, probably going to be just trusting Kittle and all the other guys to just throw it in there. Maybe Purdy could steal one with a sneak. That might what the bet comes down to is does Purdy sneak one in?
They did run one in last week with Patrick. It does not count. Yeah, those are passing touchdowns.
No, that's what I'm saying. It could be where Purdy could have 3 or 2 passing and 1 rushing. It might come down to something silly.
Good,
like
but
that.
they're basically, if you look at the totals, they're expecting approximately 4 total touchdowns. So you can give up 1 on the ground and still hit it.
No, I like it. Yeah, you're getting over 3 to 1.
And you only need you only need a 25% chance, less than a 25% chance to make this a good bet. So I like it too.
All right, moving on to some props of the week. Right now we got Matt Stafford 249.5. And let me pull it up for us. But I want to know if you guys like it, but you might not like it, or if you had to bet, what would you bet? But here we have the Stafford line.
I would bet the over. Not that I'm going to make that bet, but I just think, and I think we're all going to probably be in agreement here. If it sounds like it'll be higher scoring, the Rams are probably going to have to be throwing it a lot. What this is going to come down to is there silly stuff like the Rams blowing out the Niners that could happen, or defensive touchdowns, or something like that. Otherwise, I think Stafford's going to get there. This game's really important. I know Seattle's leading the division, but for the Rams, they need to keep pace. This is a chance to bury San Francisco and completely knock your rival out, who's owned the division the last couple of years. So I think Stafford's going to come out and ready to go. With this, I'm not 100% sure what San Fran's rushing defense is like. If they have trouble running it or stopping the run, I could maybe see them leaning on Kyron a lot. But otherwise, I would expect Stafford to throw for 250 plus.
I like the over as well.
Everybody just boom.
Yeah, we're like, who's gonna talk? Nobody. I'm gonna talk. Okay, I like the
Did
over
everyone
as
say
well.
over? Everybody said over, right?
I like the over. I think it's
We
the
all
highest
said over in
scoring
unison.
game. Let's do it. Let's pound the
Yeah,
over.
I probably not quite as confident as you guys, but yeah, I would take the over if I had to bet this.
All right, we're on the over. Sounds good. Let's see. We also got Brock Purdy up next, everybody. 258. I think obviously Marty's going to be on him.
Over.
I don't have a lean, but I mean, if this game is like the Lions Packers game last week, I can easily see it. But if I'm thinking Stafford's going to throw over, then chances are Purdy doesn't get over. It feels like how it just kind of goes sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bet it, but if you're sitting here, we're going to track Markus on a guess. I would say under.
I'm taking the over.
But you're taking it, or you like it?
I like it. I don't know if I'm going to take it or not, but it's tempting. We don't know if it's going to be Garendo or Patrick Taylor or Deebo running the ball. But it's not going to be Christian McCaffrey. It's not going to be Jordan Mason. So they don't have their top running backs in. So who knows? Maybe they don't get the running game going. They have to throw. And it's not like 258 is that
well,
much.
this is the part that scares me. This is the part that scares me, Zach. He hasn't had over 250 yards. He's got one?
But look at Chicago, Buffalo in the snow. I mean, these are Seattle. Those are tough matchups. I mean,
sure.
It was Tampa Bay's a good matchup.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is a
I mean, you can kind of throw Buffalo out there, the Buffalo game out because that was in the blizzard. Yeah, the Seattle one's a little low. Not sure what happened there, but I mean, 325, 353, 260 against Dallas. Kansas City, good defense. So I don't know. I mean, it's set at 258.5 for a reason. But this game to me, I think will be. We have two good offenses. I think it will be more, throwing back and forth.
Sure.
So yeah. Maybe after seeing that, maybe it's more of just liking it. Maybe I'm not going to take it, but I think he's going to have more passing yards.
Let's make some clarification here. Liking it means you personally would make this bet. Taking it is like
if I
have to take it, I'll take it.
Oh, okay.
But you personally are not doing that. It's like
I thought take it meant I'm actually making this bet. So
I meant just the opposite. If you like, that's what was kind of confusing. Like you were a little off there.
If I had to bet,
you don't like it.
I would take it. I'll take it. Fine, I'll take it. Yeah.
And take it as in you personally would not take it, but we get the picture. Okay.
For me, if Isaiah Garendo is playing, I'm going to take the under on the Brock Purdy passing yards. I think Deebo and Isaiah Garendo maybe pound it on the ground a little more, keep Brock Purdy's yards down.
Maybe keep the Rams offense off the field.
Yep.
Moving on to our boy. I know this is Marcus's kind of bad. Over the course of this year, I have realized Marcus loves an anytime TV. Not something I typically do, but Marcus likes it. Let's hear about it.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit in the pre-show. But Kittle anytime touchdown at plus 145. He's like the 6th or 7th most likely player to score tomorrow night. Actually, I think it's like 5th or 6th because they're not sure who's starting a running back for San Francisco. But anyways, Kittle's been the best, most consistent. It's crazy to say out loud receiver. And I'm sure everybody's probably going to agree this is a pretty good bet at the juiced odds. If we think Purdy's going to throw a lot of touchdowns, they're likely Kittle gets in the box. I'd have to see exactly how good the Rams are against tight ends. If there's any huge thing where they're like top 5 or top 10 against tight ends all year, then I might have to reevaluate it. But right now I like it. I would bet Kittle anytime touchdown plus 145.
I'm going to pass on that bet.
You like it, Marcus, or are you going to take it?
I like it. If I'm not confusing myself, I would bet it.
I feel like we're going to have to rework how this is phrased because I'm lost now too.
I don't like it, and I'm not taking it.
I like it, and I'm taking it, and I'm liking it.
Yeah, I like it. I'm taking it, and I'm liking it too.
I want to know why Zach doesn't like it.
Well,
I'm
for one,
loving it.
I'm not.
taking it. I'm loving it.
Rarely a fan am I of touchdown bets. For one thing, one rule of thumb in betting to me is if you can't bet the other side, it makes me think twice. In touchdown bets, they never let you bet that a player's not going to score a touchdown. So, by not putting a bet that a player's not going to score a touchdown or anything else, they can kind of make the odds whatever they want that they are going to score. So just in general, I don't like touchdown bets. So you need a 40% chance here for George Kittle to score a touchdown. So I don't know. It's close. I don't think it's a bad bet, but not for me, I guess.
Looking into the stats, if this is correct, I did a quick stat news.
He's got 8 touchdowns
search.
this year. He has scored.
The Rams have only given up one receiving touchdown to a tight end this year. So that could
tight
be
end
just an outlier.
defense versus tight end stats are always murky because some teams use tight ends in the passing game some more than others. So that isn't always the best thing to go by, but that is interesting that you brought that up.
Hunter Henry's the only one that's done it. So I would still take it or like it, but I could definitely see, that weird scenario where just like last week, Kittle has 743 catches for 10,500 yards, but he didn't get in the box. So
yeah, see, I don't think that's a weird scenario, though. I mean, you need more than a 40% chance for this to be a good bet, and like players. I mean, look at Trey McBride; he hasn't caught a touchdown all season.
That's a different story.
Sometimes touchdowns are just tough to get.
Maybe we should.
If your quarterback can't see over the line, it's hard to throw touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing the new.
I feel like you were the biggest on Kyler Murray at the beginning of the season, Markus, and it's such a turnaround over there.
I forgot Call of Duty Black Ops 6 came out in November. I forgot that was on the calendar this year. Yeah, I missed that this year. It's my fault.
Once that came out, it was all downhill. Kyler Murray show.
I know we're talking about Kittle, but I mean, Kyler is not rushing at all. He's not using his legs, and he can't throw outside the numbers, and it's just killing everybody. Why McBride can't score? It's just random variance, but it's not like Murray's throwing multiple touchdowns every week. He's barely throwing one. But that's a different story.
All I'd say is that the flame that's held closest burns the worst. I think is getting Markus on Kyler Murray here.
Who's this? JR? Is Zach doing his Tolkien impression?
No, that's actually less than Jake.
Oh, okay, yeah. Another Tony Hawk Pro Skater band. I don't know what I mean by another, but it's one of the too much of a lord over here, guys. That's where I'm at. I guess we'll go back. I mean, we've talked about Puka. We're gonna keep talking about Puka. 7.5 receptions. Let's see it, guys. Do you like it? Do you take it?
Or do you love it?
Or do you leave it?
That shows that bone fingers up or down. This one's an up for me. I think Puka's going to continue to just get fed the ball. I don't see how San Francisco's going to scheme a way out of it. I would definitely, again, we've talked about this with other bets. There are a lot of correlation. Unless the Rams are going to smash, which I guess they could. I think I like the Rams maybe more than others on here. I just don't see, Puka's going to have to get hurt and leave the game, or Stafford's going to have to get hurt. Or the Rams are just going to have to try not to win. I don't understand how he won't get 8 receptions.
I mean, he's getting a lot of targets. I mean, look at these: 14, 8, 13.
Yeah, I mean,
9,
he's Cooper Kupp. Like this is what we were saying these things about Cooper Kupp earlier in the year. Oh, Cooper Kupp's going to easily get 8 catches. He might have 8 catches at halftime. Like he is the Cooper Kupp.
Did we win those bets? Just asking.
No,
I think Garrett took him was the week Cooper Kupp got hurt.
I mean, these bets are difficult for a reason. I mean, Vegas isn't just going to give you gimmies. It'd be difficult to bet against Nacua, catching balls.
I'd be
'cause that's what
sweating
he does.
bullets.
But yeah, that would be a tough. I don't want to sweat that. But eight receptions a game, it seems like a gimme. But that puts you on. That's on pace for almost 140 catches over the course of the season. It's not something that people just do every year. So it's not. Even though he does get a lot of receptions, it's not like a gimme. So
True, but I mean,
I will take it, I guess. It's not, a lock, but I'm not going to bet against it.
do the Rams have 50-point totals every week, though? Like, I think that this game in particular is just going to be a good setup for him because I personally believe that the Niners are going to control the lead in the game most of the time, and the Rams are going to be passing to catch up. So with that belief, I like the over on Puka.
I'm right there with you, Marty. I take it, I like it, and I love it. I think they're going to be behind. They're going to have to force the ball for Markus to hit his bet of 5 yards every quarter. That's 4 catches.
That's 4 right there.
He just needs 4 catches somewhere else in the game, and bam, we got our 8 catches. We're making money on that bet. What's the odds
not that we have to
on
get into it. I would assume it's probably
50
juiced to the over. I would assume they're a little
it probably
bit more
is juiced
juice on the
over.
over.
So that's the other reason that I might not necessarily actually make that bet. It would depend on where that line is. It's like if it's like minus
I
115.
find it interesting. Yeah.
It might be all right.
I find it interesting that everybody seems to be thinking San Francisco is going to control the game. Maybe I'm on an island, and it'll be good for my bets if the Rams are playing catch up a lot of the game. But I just feel like maybe it's a letdown.
To me, it's a back and forth offensive game. Similar.
The Rams,
Eric and Marty seem to think they're going to win easy.
Maybe
I do.
Maybe that's.
I mean, the Niners are favored.
You guys are both on the 49ers big time, Eric and Marty.
Yep.
I think
that's what I'm.
And if I was betting the spread, I would bet the Niners on the spread with the 3-point spread.
I think.
And how often do you bet the spread, Marty?
I don't bet the spread a lot. I generally don't like that.
I'm a money line guy.
Yeah. I'm a money line guy.
If the Niners win big in this game, I don't think that's good for these Stafford and Puka Nacua bets. I think that means the Niners defense came to play and Stafford had a rough game. So I personally think it's going to be more back and forth, a lot of passing, but we'll see.